Teller Theater in Las Vegas, Nevada. Here's our host, Allison Hannigan.
Welcome to Penn and Teller Fool Us. The premise of the show is so simple, even my 3-year-old gets it. A magic guy tries to do a sneaky on 2 other magic guys, and if they do, they get a lollipop. And they get to perform in Penn and Teller's famous magic show. Now, before you start getting fidgety, here they are, the bad boys of magic, Penn and Teller! Teller have no idea who any of the performers are ahead of time. So let's give them their first surprise.
I'm Jim Leach.
And I'm Christopher Tracy. And together we are...
Jim Leach and Christopher Tracy.
Exactly. Me and Jim have known each other for about 25 years.
We have a similar sense of humor. We share a passion for magic.
I would describe my magic as zany and insane on some levels.
My approach to magic is a little bit more classical, as opposed to Christopher, who's a little loud, off-putting.
He's short, I'm tall, he's obnoxious, and I'm a nice guy.
I imagine Penn and Teller would be very impressed with me and creeped out by him.
What?
Please welcome Christopher Tracy and Jim Leach.
Hi, my name's Hal. This is my partner, Keller. We are Helen Keller. 2 eccentric guys who've learned to do a few cool things. My partner, Keller, here is psychic. He's placed a prediction in this envelope. That will be important shortly. We also have a deck of cards, and we need 2 helpers. How about you 2 in the VIP seats? Would you mind joining us up here?
Good to see you.
How you doing? What's your name?
My name is Penn.
Nice to meet you. And you are? Okay. You guys know how to shuffle?
I do.
You do? Excellent. We'll get you both involved then. We'll cut the cards in half.
Okay.
Okay, fine. That's better. Close enough. Go ahead and shuffle those if you don't mind, and you can shuffle these.
Okay.
So you're happy? Happy with the mixture of the cards, not life in general. We don't have that kind of time.
Okay.
Nicely done. Now, I'd like you to help me out some more. Cut the cards into 2 approximately equal piles. They don't have to be exact. You don't have to count them. Counting tricks are inherently boring. And you do the same. Cut those into 2 piles. Excellent. Now, we're about to do something most magicians won't do. I'm going to point out the fact that we're going to do the trick move. Now, normally, when a run-of-the-mill magician, or rabbit pullers, as we like to call them, when a rabbit puller does the tricky move, they try to distract you with misdirection. They'll have a gorgeous showgirl come out, or some short, quiet, creepy guy. But my partner, Keller, is the world's greatest sleight-of-hand artist. So we're actually going to call attention to the tricky move. Would you hand me either of those piles? Excellent. Hand me either of those piles. Outstanding. My partner will now do the tricky move. That was outstanding. I've never been more proud to be this man's partner. That was outstanding. Right, now, do this. Do as I do. Just take those cards and shuffle them together like that. Face up into face down, creating a mess. And I don't want to leave you out. Go ahead and take both piles and shuffle them together as well. Nicely done. Now, I've shuffled the cards. You've shuffled the cards. You've shuffled the cards. I think you'd agree that the cards are a mess. Let's consult my partner's prediction. My partner, Keller, has predicted that the cards are a mess. Let's check. They are a mess. Now, your typical rabbit puller would end the trick there because it's a prediction and it's successful. But wait, there's more. Keller predicted that there are exactly 23 cards face down. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
counting.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Exactly 23 cards are face down. That's a good trick, Teller. How'd you do it? But wait, there's more. My partner has predicted that of these, there are exactly 12 cards that are red. If you pulled this off, buddy, that's good. That's good. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exactly 12 cards are red. That's good. But wait, there's more. My partner predicts that all of the black cards are spades. Check it out. Spade. 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 What? Except for the 3 of clubs.
Wow, Tracy and Leach. Wow, that was really impressive.
Thank you.
So do you guys tour as Hal and Keller?
No.
We just came up with a crazy idea. We live in 2 different states.
Man, that must have been a challenge to rehearse without being in the same room.
We had a few opportunities, but most of it was electronic communication.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Thank you.
And why did you switch it up and have the tall one be the quiet
Be the quiet one for that reason. We just wanted to
Switch it up.
parody.
Yeah.
It's
All right. And do you think they'll take it as the loving gesture? That
I
is
certainly hope so.
intended?
Like I said, we're just enormous fans. We're fans of theirs.
All right. Penn, Teller, boys, hello.
Yeah, boy, what a weird idea to have the little guy talking. Just such a weird-ass idea.
Thank you.
We're very, very, very flattered by the parody. Very, very funny. And you know, I don't know if you worked the cruise ship, but you've been on them, right?
Yeah.
I worked it.
You know, a lot of times they have older people on cruise ships, don't they?
Yep.
What games do they play on cruise ships?
Chess,
Chess, they'll play chess, sure.
shuffleboard, bowling.
Shuffleboard, and they even play Simon
Says.
Simon Says,
Yeah.
yeah, Simon Says. Simon Says, and this is kind of a cruise ship-y kind of trick in that way, doesn't it? I mean,
I got
because
it.
we went on, there was a cruise ship director named Aronson, wasn't there? On the ship?
I don't know. I didn't go with you.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, but
the cruise
I
ship
can
we went
imagine
on
there would be, yeah.
had that one too.
Yeah.
But it's a good ship, wasn't it?
A great ship.
Really, really, really good ship.
Is he trying to go on vacation with you guys, or does this mean something to you?
I'm hitting on them.
Okay.
I know exactly what he said.
Okay, so you're cool with whatever he's saying, and you
That's
did
what he
not
said.
fool them.
We did not fool them. I suspect by his specificity, it would have fooled him if he wasn't already familiar with it.
I actually did work on that trick, and I actually have a version of it, so
Oh,
I did
see,
know
I
a little
never
bit
knew
about it. Yeah.
All right. Well, it is hard to fool the smartest guys in magic.
But can we just
so
do this?
Thank you very much.
Can we just pose with them? I just want to pose with them. I want to get this look done right here.
Yeah.
A selfie. Here we go.
There you go. Penn and Teller and 2 guys who look like Penn and Teller. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Fool Us. Penn and Teller, you ready for more? Okay, you better be, because it's time for our next Fooler.
My name's Neil Croswell, and I specialize in stage magic and grand illusion. In Toronto, where I grew up, it's very urbanized, so I have a very urban approach to magic. I like to pull inspiration from hip-hop culture, from music, movies. My first gig, I got a gig at a restaurant where I would go around and show tricks. So they see a little kid come up in a tuxedo. 99% of the time I got laughed at. But I really learned that life isn't always jolly. You know, if you really want something, you've got to work at it. And last year I was in Magic of China International Magic Championships, where I was fortunate enough to bring home the gold there. I can bring joy to people. I don't need to say a word. I can go anywhere in the world, and the magic is the language. It speaks for itself.
Joined by his partner, Ashley, please welcome Neil Croswell.
What's up, everybody? My name is Neil Croswell. This is my assistant, Ashley. And well, like most women, Ashley, she loves to shop. And whenever we go shopping together, she always performs her favorite magic trick, making all the money in my pocket disappear. Take last week, for example. We went shopping and she found a brand new dress she wanted to buy. The only problem was that she couldn't decide if she wanted to get it in the color red or if she wanted to get it in the color blue. So me, being a magician, I told her to buy both of the dresses, and I came up with a way to help her make up her mind. Oh, thanks.
Oh, I wish I could shop that way.
Yeah.
So you guys are actually a couple in real life,
Yes, we
is that
are.
correct?
Yeah, we are a couple. Partners on and off stage for just about 5.5 years now. Pretty much since we've been together, we've been doing magic together, so.
That is so sweet.
When we met, I actually didn't even tell her I did magic because I thought it was sort of a lame way to pick up a girl. And so she found out and she came over to my house and I had an illusion that I'd bought from another magician. I'd never used a girl. And she saw it. She said, Neil, what does this do? And it was like a light bulb moment for me. I'd never had a girl in it before. I said, well, why don't you get in? I'll show you. And so she got in. I tried it out. She fit perfectly. She comes out and she goes, do you got any more?
Aww.
So it worked out perfect.
Is that the moment you knew you were in love?
I think so, definitely. And yeah, now she's doing magic of her own, and it's all sorts of fun.
Oh, that's sweet. All right. Boys, time's up.
Nice act, nice version. I always like to point out stuff that's better than people at home might think. We have everything set up to be done on stage just facing one direction. I believe you can do this thing in the round, which is very, very rare for an illusion. That's a beautiful thing of that, because a lot of times magicians are stuck only working out there with everything kind of almost in 2 dimensions. This, you can move cameras all the way around. You can spin that thing around. You're completely safe from everywhere. We think, and we don't hold us to this isn't the whole thing. We think this is a Steinmeier that did the version of this.
Yep, that's correct.
But that's not enough to tell you. You know, it's funny because we're wearing suits here, and you're wearing kind of a hoodie, and some would say you're underdressed. But in a modern version like this, I don't think either you or Ashley were underdressed for the situation. We have a little drawing for you that Teller would like to show you. And also, you know, Allison, that whole striped dress thing is rather new. They wouldn't do that in the old version. No. Not in the old version. Tell us, because it's a new idea. And we'll just, why don't you let Allison see? Oh, there you go. You got a little shot of that right there. So it'd be put safely in a, put it very safely there.
So he didn't fool you?
No, unfortunately they didn't, but it's been an honor to be here.
And away with you.
Yeah.
Oh, bye, safe. Aw. Give it up for Neil Croswell! All right. When we come back, we'll see if our next magician has what it takes to fool Penn and Teller. Welcome back. No one's fooled Penn and Teller so far. Let's see if our next act can work his magic.
When I was born, I had a massive stroke. I was not supposed to walk, talk, or roll over. As luck would have it, I kind of turned out okay. I like to take classic magic and make it funnier. I don't want to stand on stage like the classic magician in the tuxedo. I would rather make people almost even feel a little awkward or uncomfortable, because that's how I am. Magic Boy is a persona that I'm working on. If someone were in trouble, I think Magic Boy would find a way to rescue them. Magic is absolutely its own superpower.
Our show gives a platform to some of the youngest performers in magic. And we can't get any more young than this next act. Please welcome Ben Young.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Before I do any magic, I'm actually going to read the minds of everybody here. So, to answer your question, yes, I am older than I look. I'm 12. Thank you. Believe it or not, I actually just turned 24. So before I hit puberty, let's do some magic. This is my prediction. It's also a napkin. Magicians are weird. You're gonna have to get used to that. No, magicians have to be weird though, because we have to take normal things and we have to turn them inside out, upside down, twist them all around to create unexpected and amazing magic for all of you. So, are you guys ready to get weird? Yeah, let's do this. All right, so I need to borrow a phone. I was wondering, do either of you have a phone?
I do.
Penn, do you have a phone on you?
I'm not supposed to.
Are you texting during the show?
I'll be reprimanded for this, but yes,
okay.
I do.
Well, if the trick goes south, you can always start texting. It's okay. I forgive you. You can tweet if you want to. Now, do you mind if I go through your phone?
No!
Okay, good. You don't have a choice.
I have no secrets from you, Ben. Nothing.
Okay, good. Thanks for remembering my name. Can I take a selfie? Is
Sure,
that okay?
please.
Okay, perfect.
I want to see that.
You're going to be really happy to have that one day.
I am?
Not today. We're going to use your calculator. We're actually going to generate a large number. So would you put in a 4-digit number? Something random, something big.
Okay.
4 digits. Perfect. Hit times. Times. Perfect. Teller, you're going to put in a 3-digit number. Something random, something big. Perfect. Hit times again. All right, and Allison is going to give the last number. Allison, would you join me on stage? Thank you so much. Allison Hannigan, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Good to see you. Are you excited? You're going to finish off the number.
Ooh, exciting,
It's a big moment.
Very.
You're gonna just put in a random 2-digit number.
Okay.
We're working our way down. Hit the equals button. We'll be done with this. Ooh, that's a big number. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not good with math, but just kind of proofread me. It looks like it's 577,345,663. Does that seem right?
Yes.
Okay. Would you hold the phone for me? That way I can see it. Perfect. We're gonna write it down. Okay, so 577,345,663. All right, and you can set the phone down. That's yours now.
Thanks, Penn.
It's an upgrade.
Yeah, it
Here,
is.
if you'll hold that and if you'll stand over there so everybody can see the glass right there. Now, the chances that my prediction matches that number, the chances of it matching are approximately 1 in 577,304. You get the idea. And ladies and gentlemen, my prediction is blank. I said we were gonna get weird. This is only part of the prediction. We only need part of the napkin. And if you watch the napkin closely, we'll get to the next part of the prediction. Watch closely. Allison, do you see something happening?
Yeah.
Yes. What has happened? What does that appear to be?
Egg?
An egg. It does look like an egg. But this is part of my prediction, but it's not all of the prediction. We only need part of it. We don't need this part of the egg. Thank you. All we need is this. This is my prediction.
Okay.
You don't get it.
Not quite.
I said we were gonna turn things inside out, upside down, turn them all around. And in this case, I'll hold the eggshells. Allison, would you please turn the pad all the way around for everybody to see?
What?
All the way around, rotate it around.
Okay. Yes!
Allison Hannigan, ladies and gentlemen, eggshells.
So what got you into magic in the beginning of your...
I asked myself, Ben, because that's my name, Ben, what career choice would make my mom the most disappointed in me? We're well on our way. Yeah.
So do you do sort of big acts like escapes or anything like on a large scale as well?
I do. I like to have my personality be the driving force in the magic, but I do a straitjacket escape as well. That's one of the bigger things that I do. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's check in with Penn and Teller.
Let's see what they got.
I loved I love the idea of turning it sideways to take the selfie, because the phones, you know, you never know. A lot of people do selfies in portrait mode, and you doing it in landscape was a really great. I like you doing that, because that's the way movies are supposed to be. They're supposed to be, and that turn was a lot of what made this whole thing great. And the eggshell, to use that as a punchline to a number thing is really great. But now we're going to do something very special for you, Ben, because Teller writes stuff all the time. And we never let Allison see it. We never let the audience see it. But Teller's written down something he's going to let everybody see right here. And because you're so good with codes, you may have a really nice idea what that means, Ben. Does that mean anything to you, Ben, right there?
Yes, it does.
But see, it's really nice. You can show it right at home and everything. Right there is what we were showing there. Does that have a little bit of a hint that we might know?
A little bit, yes.
A little bit, yeah.
What does that
But
mean to you?
Beautifully
yes.
done.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
It looks like you didn't fool them.
No.
Is that correct?
Correct.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben Young. Thank you. Much more to come, including an amazing trick by Penn and Teller. So stick around. As a reward, here's our next potential fooler.
One of the hardest things I found is how do you make magic interesting and relevant? What I'm trying to do is present magical routines that are about me and the way I see the world. We are pretty preoccupied with race. I've gotten it my whole life ever since I was a young boy. People are wondering, where is this guy from? Is he this? Is he that? He's got different looking features. As I got older and got better at magic, I incorporated all of it into a magic routine. Because magic teaches you that all you think you know might not all hold true, and don't judge a book by its cover. What I hope to teach a person watching my show is that important things can also be entertaining.
Please welcome Henok.
Ta-da! Folks, I know it doesn't look like much, but that envelope is a mystery. Because inside of that envelope lies the answer to the question you've been asking yourself since the moment I've taken the stage. That question being, who is this mysterious caramel man? And what is his exotic mixed background? Thousands have tried, but thousands have failed to guess my exotic mixed background. So tonight, for your viewing pleasure, and especially for my own curiosity, we're going to play a game. A game I like to call Please Guess My Exotic Mixed Background. The game is simple. All you have to do is just guess which two countries I come from. No right or wrong answer here, just your opinion. Penn, we'll begin with you. You're a man that's traveled the world. Whenever you're ready, give me any two countries.
Haiti, Dominican Republic.
And just like that, we are building an exotic powerhouse of a man and a heck of a baseball player. Teller, we'll go with you. I know you're a quiet man, but you hang around with Penn, so you tend to travel as well. Think of any two countries and whisper them to your friend.
He says France and the Philippines.
France and the Philippines. Folks, it does not get any more exotic than that. I tell you what, got a gentleman right there in the blue shirt, a few rows back. Sir, what's your name?
Andrew.
Andrew. Andrew, you and I have never met before.
No.
But as you can imagine, Andrew, being a Haitian, Dominican, French, Filipino guy, I used to have a nickname in college. Andrew, it was a simple nickname, very simple. What do you think it was?
The Legend.
The Legend? Allison, I want you to imagine, Allison, that you get the opportunity to go out for a night on the town here in Las Vegas with a Haitian, Dominican, French, Filipino guy named The Legend. It's a heck of a story for your friends and family, Allison. What's the name of the restaurant we're going to go to? Ladies' choice, no expense spared.
Ooh. Is there a Nobu here?
Yes, there is.
Nobu!
Nobu. As you can tell, Allison has very, very high taste. Folks, we've learned a lot by doing this. We've learned that our judges are very strange individuals with highly unusual opinions about me. We also learned you can't judge a book by its cover. Because at the end of the day, I'm not Haitian, Dominican, French, or from the Philippines, none of the above. The truth is, I happen to have an Ethiopian father and an Irish mother. Ethiopian Irish, which not only produces these strange features, but it serves warning. Because if any of you try to challenge me to a contest that involves long distance running and drinking, you're going to lose, Allison, because I was bred for that sport. However, tonight you guys came out here not to know how far a man can run or how much he can drink. You came here for a mystery. Inside that envelope is a piece of paper with words on it. Powerful, powerful words. Allison, I'll tell you, are you busy right now?
No.
So we'll give Allison a big round of applause. She comes up and joins you up here on stage. Keep it going for Allison. Fantastic. If you will, we need to open up the mystery. Take off the claps for me. Excellent. Get rid of it. We don't need it anymore. Allison, you've unsealed the mystery. If you would take out that piece of paper for me, unfold it all the way. Folks, the reason I keep one piece of paper inside of an envelope is because that is an entry from my diary, AKA Man Journal. And before our show, I like to confess some heavy things on paper. Allison, if you would, take it right from the top, read it loudly and slowly so we can process this whole thing.
Dear Man Journal. That's cute. I'm really looking forward to performing on Penn Teller Fool Us tomorrow. I am also interested in the judges' thoughts on my exotic mixed background. My guess is that the talkative judge will say, Haiti, Dominican.
Wait, Penn, that was you.
That was me. I'm the talkative judge. I said that.
And the quiet one will think, France, Philippines.
That was you.
After the performance, Allison and I will go to a special restaurant, Nobu.
It's meant to be.
I hope the viewers enjoy this mystery. Love always, the legend.
The legend, folks. The legend. The legend.
Are we really going to Nobu?
Yeah, we're definitely going.
Awesome. I'm so glad I didn't.
We shouldn't wait for them to deliberate. We should just go right now.
Okay, I'm so glad I didn't pick Chipotle.
This is for you to keep, to always remember the mystery, right?
Yeah, that is so cool.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
So, do you incorporate personal stories into all of your tricks?
Yeah, I try to keep everything about me and things that I've experienced in life experience, try to make it as authentic as possible, so when people maybe see a magic routine, they're getting to learn just a little bit about me.
And so what else would you like the audience to know about you that they can't tell just by looking at you?
I like long walks on the beach.
Oh, very sweet. Let's go to Penn and Teller. Penn, Teller, what do you think?
Well, another act that we just loved. What you've taken is a 21st century premise, which is as soon as you talk about race in the United States of America in the 21st century, as soon as you talk about where people are from, no matter what side you are of that, no matter how you feel about that, everything tightens up in your body. So when you brought up the actual question we were thinking about, which is what you look like, where you're from, what your ancestry is, it brings a feeling that is real and contemporary and gives that little off-kilter feeling. I can't tell you how smart I think that is to replace the spiritual mumbo-jumbo with something really contemporary and powerful. And it was an amazing way to do confabulation. Amazing way to do that trick, because I have never cared or worried about what a prediction was going to be. And I cared and worried about this, and it was perfectly executed.
Thank you.
Was there also some sort of code word in there? All I heard was compliments.
Unfortunately, I didn't fool them. They know what they're talking about.
And I got to tell you, I wish more than anything that I'd nailed Ethiopian and Irish, because then you would have gone crazy.
Nobody's ever gotten it so far.
Well, thank you, Henok.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Henok. All right, Penn and Teller have been sitting around all night, but we'll get them up and put them to work when we come back. You don't want to miss it. And now to close the show, the king of our stack deck, Penn and Teller.
We get asked pretty often how we get into magic, how we get into theater. And I don't ever really answer. They don't want me to really answer. They want to hear about Houdini and swindling and trickery and honest lying. But the truth is more complex. How I got here is not very linear. I spent summers in the woods camping with my parents. I walked in the woods alone. I explored. And that's where I discovered the prop that would make me who I wanted to be. The prop that put me in this show. It was a beaver trap. I knew it was very dangerous. I knew it belonged to someone else, but I picked it up carefully so as not to crush my fingers. I brought the trap back to my parents. My parents had taught me not to steal. My parents raised me well, but my parents hated trappers. They hated that image of a trap designed to not quite break the bone so that tortured, panicked animal would not be able to chew its own leg off too swiftly. So to my parents, I was not a thief. To my parents, I was some sort of hero. In their minds, I'd saved an innocent animal from a horrible death so I could keep the trap as a reminder of the cruelty of some of my species and a promise that I would grow up different. I didn't care about any of that. I just wanted the trap, and now it was mine. When summer was over, I brought the trap back to our home. I kept it in my room. I oiled it. I decided that I would become an expert. I got my first job. I was route supervisor for a small giveaway newspaper. I did spot checks, going door to door, making sure the other paper boys had done their jobs properly. And I bought traps. I bought mouse and rat. I bought prairie dog and weasel. My second job was filling gumball machines. I bought otter and wildcat. I learned everything about the traps. I learned how some traps are set in the water so the animal will drown. I learned how every trap is marked with a number that indicates the strength of the jaws. I learned how the chain coming off the trap is not hooked to a tree, but rather to a loose log called a drag, which confuses and tires the animal without giving it the necessary leverage for escape. I kept my respect, but I conquered my fear. After I'd read every book on the subject in my local library, I sent away for books and catalogs from the back of Field and Stream magazine. Whenever a book arrived in the mail, as soon as I'd open it, I'd write in the front. I'd write the date, how much I paid, the address to which I had sent, and then I'd write my name. And after my name, I'd put a comma. And after the comma, in quotation marks, I'd write, King of Animal Traps. When I got a little older, I got a job washing dishes for a whole summer, and I bought bear. Finally, I had a bear trap. It was really big, a little rusty. It was used, an antique, a piece of Americana. The jaws of this trap were so big, it would ruin the pelt of anything smaller than a bear. To set this trap, I needed a tool. It was too strong to set by standing on it. The mechanism was too powerful to be moved by full body weight. I need a tool. I need a tool to hold down the spring. A tool to pry open the jaws. A tool to put leverage back on my side. And I mastered it. I was not an animal, I was human. And I had 2 thumbs, and I had sense in my head, and I could set the trap without being hurt. And I could get bait out of the trap without being injured. I was king of animal traps. I showed my classmates my skill. They were impressed, but not impressed enough that I felt I could make it my whole career. So I broadened my horizons and I diluted my goals, and that's how I got to be half of Penn and Teller. Here you go, Teller.